This is Joe Price from the BYU Record Linking Lab. I'm going to provide some instructions on how to find a PID for someone who has a profile on SNAC. So this is the sheet that we've set up for the SNAC project, and each person has a URL. So I would just check out however many I want. I can put my name next to multiple. I'm going to then click on the URL, which takes me to the SNAC profile for this person. So here I have Kate Porter Lewis, 1893, died in 1993. You can see that she was some kind of author. You can see the collections where she shows up in. She shows up in North Carolina's library, University of Virginia, Harvard University. One thing with women is I don't know her maiden name, so let's actually just do a quick Google search, and I'm just going to type in author Boston and see if something. So right here I have this Encyclopedia of Alabama that popped up, and we can see we have here Kate Porter Lewis. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to make my screen a little smaller so I can pull this over here. So I have Kate Porter Lewis was a member, and notice that here the birth years line up exactly the same, and then right here it tells me that she was the daughter of Oscar Richardson and Clara L. Porter. So this will be really helpful because now I know where she was born. Now what we're going to do is open up FamilySearch, and then we hit person. And then we're going to hit recents, and under here we can add an unconnected person. This is by far the best way to look for someone because it allows us to put in exact dates. So here we go. She was born Kate Porter, female. I can come over here. Let's get her. She was born that year, and then she was born in Greenville, Butler County, Alabama. There we go. And then she died right here in 1993. Okay, so that's the information I'll put in. Now I didn't find anything right away, so what we're going to do is just create a person. Now we find that most people are on the tree, so what we would need to do now is just kind of expand out. So we can add a parent. So we know her dad's name was Oscar Richardson Porter, and her mom's name was, okay, so here, Oscar Richardson. Okay, so actually there, right here is the clue. We got Greenville, so this is definitely our match right here. Oscar Richardson, 1868, which lines up with the years. So we'll put that in. Okay, so now we have her connected to her parents. Let's see, the other thing we can do at this point is add additional sources. And we also know that she got married, her last name was Lewis. We might be able to find something about her husband right here. It says Lewis attended the University of Alabama but then married John C. Lewis. She grew up near, with whom she had 4 children. Okay, so we can put this in here. There we go. And so John Bellinger Lewis, Ellen Porter might be a match, but not quite sure. So this one was actually one of the harder ones I've done, but now we've actually got her here with her husband. We could attach additional sources, but at this point at least we have a place for her on the tree and she's connected to her parents. So at this point we're going to copy the ID and drop that here. Let me just show you one more example. So we're going to open up this. Here we have Thomas Wallen Morgan. He was a resident of New Bedford, Massachusetts. Looks like he shows up in a couple different collections that you see Berkeley and at Dartmouth. You can see that he is associated with some other people, and it looks like he had some relationship with the Morgan family. Okay, so what we're going to do is now we can bring this over here. We'll open up our FamilySearch window. We're going to hit person. We're going to hit recents, add unconnected person, put in Thomas Wallen Morgan. Okay, and he's going to be born in 1842, and he's going to die in 1858. So this one's going to be a little harder because he didn't live very long, so he probably didn't have a lot of things happen for himself. We know that he was in New Bedford, Massachusetts, so we'll use that here maybe in just a little bit. Oh, perfect. So here we go. So here is a nice, fantastic match. You can see New Bedford, Bristol, Massachusetts. So for this one, we don't need to create a new person. We're just going to hit View Person. We're going to copy the ID and drop that into our sheet. And then we're all done. We'll move to the next one. Okay, so I hope that was helpful. Each one's a little bit different, but some of the nice things is you can often use these clues to figure out other relatives. You can always Google the person and see if there's other information, but you just kind of put the clues together and find the PID.